Siddhartha Gautama, known as Buddha, was born around 563 BC in Lumbini, Nepal. His life was a fascinating journey of self-discovery, enlightenment, and the establishment of Buddhism. Truly, he started a movement which shook Hinduism to its roots. It had such an overwhelming appeal that all classes of people, prince and peasants, scholar and illiterate, came under its spell. It spread throughout the whole of India and even outside, penetrating into Tibet, China, Japan, Mongolia, Egypt, and other countries in the east and the west. It became a wide movement and is still a great cultural force. But what is so special about the movement? Its simple but pragmatic ideology, which avoids dialects and states only facts which are for everybody to see. Suffering, for instance. Everyone suffers, be the rich or the poor, high or low, learned or ignorant. But why has he to suffer? Is there a cause behind suffering? And if that cause is removed, that suffering ends. This being that arises, this is what the universal principle is according to Buddha. This is what is called dependent origination, pratitya samutpada. Buddha's greatest legacy is this, pratitya samutpada. It can explain both why there is suffering and how suffering can be overcome to attain nirvana. A logical sequence to this pratitya samutpada is anatmavada, that is, everything is without a self and is therefore transient. To run after transient objects is to invite suffering. To keep away from them is the way to nirvana. Buddha advised man to keep away from all that is transient. In other words, he placed on man himself the onus of his happiness and unhappiness. In Buddha's scheme of things, there was no extraneous agency to save man. He was his own savior. What a jolt it gave to the thinking of the people of that time. But Buddha felt it was necessary. People in those days sought comfort in thinking that if they could please the invisible, all-powerful and arbitrary being called God, they were safe from misery. Buddha knocked out of the minds of the people this belief. He even avoided things not seen and experienced. He had seen how scholars often bogged down in philosophical debates regardless of why they were debating. He was down to earth and wanted man to concentrate on things that mattered. What mattered was cessation of suffering, nirvana. He never quoted any scriptures. He only appealed to reason. He did not even want anybody to accept what he said out of respect for him. He wanted people first to test and then accept what he preached. He preached no philosophy. He preached only the facts of the phenomenal world being without any substance. Matter, according to him, was nothing but a stream of atoms. Mind only a stream of ideas. Matter and mind were both intellectual categories without any substance. The well-known dialogue between sage Nagasena and King Milinda may be recalled in this connection. Nagasena pointed out that there was no object called the chariot, for it was only a conglomeration of things like the pole, the framework, the axle, the wheels, and so on. True, Buddha did not preach any philosophy, but paradoxically, the upshot of this has been the growth of many schools of philosophy centering around what he taught.